Hi, Grizzlies. How are you today? It's Mrs. Smith, and I am here with a first chapter Friday. Even though it's not really Friday, but that's okay because we are under quarantine and there are no rules for quarantine. So just because it's a Thursday doesn't mean we can't do this today. So I have been reading since we've been home. As you all know, if you know me, you know that reading is my favorite thing in the world to do. And thankfully, I have a bookshelf full of books that I have not read yet that I am excited to read while we are on this little hiatus here. I'm missing you all terribly. I really hope that we can go back to school soon because this is not really how I would prefer to spend my day. I mean, obviously, of course, I like reading all these books, but I miss you guys and I miss being in our classroom. So I wanted to share the first chapter of this really great book with you. This is called The Miscalculations of Lightning Girl, and it's written by Stacy McAnulty. And like always, I'm going to read the little blurb in the back, and then I will read the first chapter to you. Lucy Callahan was struck by lightning. She doesn't remember it, but the zap gave her genius-level math skills, and she's been homeschooled ever since. Now she's technically ready for college. She just has to pass one more test, middle school. Lucy's grandma insists, go to middle school for 1 year, make one friend, join one activity, and read one book. Lucy's not sure what a girl who does calculus homework for fun can possibly learn in 7th grade. She has everything she needs at home where nobody can make fun of her rigid routines or her super-powered brain. The equation of Lucy's life has already been solved, unless there's been a miscalculation. All right, so here is chapter 1. I don't remember the moment that changed my life 4 years ago. Call it side effects of being struck by lightning. That bolt of electricity burned a small hole in my memory. It also rewired my brain, transforming me into Lucille Fanny Callahan, math genius. I've been told the lightning strike story 42 times, so it's almost like my own memory. I see it perfectly. I'm at Crystal Creek Apartments where Nana and I lived then. There's not really a creek, just a big dirty fountain in front. I'm playing outside with a girl named Cecilia when the thunderstorm starts. We live in North Carolina and storms happen all the time in the spring and summer. We watch from behind a tool shed. For some reason, I climb a chain link fence. Maybe 8-year-old me was a daredevil. 12-year-old me definitely is not. Lightning strikes the fence and the electricity runs through the metal links and then through me. Some of the current even jumps from me to Cecilia. I'm knocked out. Cecilia is just knocked over. She runs and gets help. Joe, the maintenance man, uses defibrillator on me because the electricity from the lightning stopped my heart. The electricity from the defibrillator starts it back up again. I do remember the hospital and the black burns on my pale hands. I remember pretending to be asleep while Nana prayed next to my bed. I only stayed in the hospital one night. The doctors did all their tests. They said my heart took a 2 to 5 minute nap. I hate that no one knows the exact number. They said I was lucky and I'd be fine, back to normal in a few days. But doctors are wrong sometimes. A week later, Nana and I were watching TV and a commercial came on for a used car dealership. The man was screaming, so I had to pay attention. That's $359 a month for 48 months, folks. He was really loud. Nobody beats Frank Fontana. Nobody. I yelled back, 17,232. What? Nana asked. Well, that's how much the car costs, I said. Did you read that on TV? I just know. 359 times 48 is 17,232. Nana frowned and shook her head, but she got up and went to find a calculator. What were those numbers again, she asked. I told her and she punched them in. And the answer? 17,232. You're right. She sounded surprised. I wasn't surprised, but I guess I should have been. I mean, I was only in 2nd grade and we were still learning addition and subtraction. Nana turned off the television. What's 99 times 88? She asked. 8,712. Can we have McDonald's for dinner? I asked. Nana ignored me and asked another math problem, and then another. She kept using bigger numbers, more digits, but it never got any harder. The doctors called my condition acquired savant syndrome. Savant means that my math skills are far beyond normal, and acquired means I wasn't born with this wacky ability. I got it because I was holding a metal fence during a lightning storm. Cecilia didn't get any special powers. We stopped being friends soon after that. I was busy trying to understand my new brain, and in the fall, Nana and I moved. Acquired savant syndrome is caused by brain damage. I can't say that in front of Nana. She thinks it's a miracle. My Uncle Paul likes to think of it as a superpower, like something from a comic book or movie. But really, I'm brain damaged. Part of my left lobe has been turned off, and now my right lobe works overtime. My condition is really rare. I've never met anyone with it. It's even rarer in females and super rare in kids. One of my doctors, Dr. Emily Bahari, specializes in savant syndrome. She works with a lady who can make a drawing so realistic it looks like a photo, and with a guy who can speak any language after hearing it only a few times. I'm her only acquired savant patient. Years ago, Dr. Bahari did have a guy who, after hitting his head on the bottom of a swimming pool, could suddenly play the piano. He had never taken a single lesson. But that guy's dead now from old age. My supercomputer brain can do more than add, subtract, multiply, and divide, which is no more impressive than a $3 calculator. I can also do calendar math. January 14th, 1901, it was a Monday. July 2nd, 1975, that was a Wednesday. September 30th, 2055 will be a Thursday. Google can do this too, and almost as fast. I also see math. Every number has its own color and shape. Take the number 5. It's a jelly bean shape, red-brown, like the color of Carolina mud. The number 12 is a set of cream-colored squares. The number 47 is a fluorescent orange oval. Prime numbers have curves. Non-primes have hard edges. These colors and shapes make it fun and easy to play with numbers, and I can find patterns in anything from the stock market to baseball games to the price of cereal. Nana likes to bargain shop. And then there's my number memory ability. I remember every set of numbers I hear or see, like license plates or phone numbers or the digits of pi. Pi is my favorite mathematical constant, but because the digits of pi after the point go on forever, I only let myself recite the numbers to the 314th decimal place. These digits repeat in my brain even when I don't want them to. It's like getting a song stuck in your head. Only for me, it's always the same song. Incredibly annoying, but still beautiful. Being a savant does have its downsides. Like the guy who hit his head in the pool and could play the piano? Well, he was blind after the accident. I'm not blind, but I do have my own issues. When people meet me, they expect Einstein or Mariam Morzakani. Here, look, I'll show you that. I'm not really sure what her name is. I should have Googled it first, but I didn't realize there'd be a name I couldn't say. But if they're familiar with recent mathematical geniuses. But instead, they get the one and only freaky, strange Lucy. The girl who can't sit down without making you stare at her because she needs to do it 3 times. The girl who would rather calculate your age down to the hour than talk about your hobbies. The girl who never leaves the house without a supply of Clorox wipes and hand sanitizer. Lucky for me and everybody else, I rarely have to meet people. I am a reclusive genius. All right, so that is chapter 1 of the Miscalculations of Lightning Girl. If you can get your hands on this book, I really think that you would love it. We all know what it's like to try to get through middle school and to navigate the popular crowd and the not popular crowd and friend drama and boyfriend-girlfriend drama. All that is in this book, except Lucy is doing it with this sort of, superpower that she's really trying to hide from everyone. So if you can get your hands on this, I really think you would enjoy it. So give this book a try. I hope you're reading and reading and reading and reading. And I also hope that you're writing too. Remember, my students, what I told you was this is history in the making right now. What you are witnessing is something nobody has witnessed before, and keeping track of what's going on out there and writing things down is going to be so important later on. You're literally recording what will be history. So make sure you're writing every day in your writer's notebooks. If you didn't take your writer's notebook home like I suggested, just, open up Google Classroom and just start typing. Just write some stuff down. What are you doing every day? What's it like outside? Who are you talking to? How are you feeling? This is history in the making, so definitely do some writing. But I hope you are all well, and I hope you are staying out of trouble and you're making good choices. Remember to make good choices. And hopefully I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.